Why do you chase a partner, believing they'll complete you, only to find that even the best relationships leave you wanting? Why does the thrill of love so often fade into a vague, restless hunger, as if the person you chose was never quite what you sought? The answer lies not in finding the right person, but in understanding the nature of desire itself. Jacques Lacan, the provocative psychoanalyst who reshaped our view of the human psyche, argued that you don't want a partner. You want a mirror, a reflection to fill the void within. His theory of desire, rooted in the mirror stage and the elusive object petit a, reveals that what you seek in love is not another person, but a projection of your own lack, an imagined wholeness you can never grasp. Today, we embark on a journey through Lacan's lens to unravel why your desire for a partner is a misdirected quest for a mirror. We'll explore 4 pillars that expose the illusions driving your longing, then reveal 4 tactics to navigate desire with clarity, transforming it from a trap into a path of self-discovery. This is not a promise of easy romance, but a map to confront the unsettling truth of what you truly seek. Prepare yourself. Lacan's insights demand courage to face the void at the heart of desire. The first illusion is that a partner will complete you, a myth Lacan dismantles with his mirror stage. He argued that as infants, we first recognize ourselves in a mirror, forming an idealized image of a whole, unified self, a fiction that masks our inner fragmentation. This sets up a lifelong chase for the object petit a, the unattainable something we believe will make us whole. Modern psychology, like John Bowlby's attachment theory, shows that we project this need for completion onto partners, seeking security but often finding dependency. Neuroscience, such as Helen Fisher's research, reveals that romantic love activates the brain's reward system, tricking us into believing a partner holds the key to our fulfillment. In medieval Europe, the poet Dante Alighieri fell into this trap, idealizing Beatrice as a divine figure who could complete his soul. Yet her death left him chasing her image through the divine comedy, never grasping the real woman. Today, you see this when you scroll dating apps, projecting perfection onto profiles, or when you expect a partner to heal your insecurities. To break free, recognize that no one can fill your inner void. Ask what lack you're projecting onto others. Notice how you idealize potential partners and focus on your own growth to ease the pressure on relationships to complete you. But this chase for a mirror doesn't just mislead, it traps you in a cycle of insatiable desire. Lacan's object petite is not a person, but a fantasy, an ever-receding horizon that fuels longing while ensuring it's never satisfied. Relational psychology, like Esther Perel's work, shows that desire thrives on distance, not possession. Once you have someone, the mystery fades and the hunger returns. Neuroscience, like Joseph Ledoux's studies, suggests that unfulfilled desire keeps the brain's dopamine circuits active, driving you to chase the next partner or thrill. In Greek mythology, Narcissus embodies this, falling in love with his own reflection, mistaking it for another. His desire for an unattainable image leads to his death, unable to grasp that he was chasing himself. In modern life, you jump from relationship to relationship, hoping the next person will finally fit, or on social media, you obsess over curated images of perfect couples, chasing a fantasy that leaves you empty. To escape, acknowledge when you're chasing a fantasy. Journal your patterns in relationships. Shift focus to the present, savoring a partner's reality over an idealized image, and embrace the discomfort of unfulfilled desire as a signal to look inward, not outward. Your desire is also shaped by the other. The symbolic order of culture, language, and society that dictates what you should want. Lacan argued that our desires are not our own, but constructed by external forces, from family expectations to media ideals. Michel Foucault's work on power dynamics supports this, showing how societal norms shape our sense of self and longing. Neuroscience, like Lisa Feldman Barrett's research, reveals that emotions like desire are built from social cues, not just inner drives. In the 19th century, Jane Austen's characters, like Elizabeth Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, navigate this, wrestling with societal pressures to marry for status while seeking personal desire. Her struggle to balance love and independence reflects the tension of desiring within a cultural script. Today, dating apps reinforce ideals of the perfect partner, wealthy, attractive, charismatic, making you feel your desires are yours when they're often programmed. In relationships, you might seek a partner to validate your worth, shaped by external expectations. To counter this, identify the cultural scripts you follow. List the traits you seek in a partner and question their source. Experiment with desires that defy norms, like valuing quirks over cliches, and surround yourself with people who support your authentic growth, not societal ideals. Clinging to the idea of a perfect partner also makes your desire fragile, vulnerable to disillusionment when reality falls short. Lacan saw desire as inherently tied to lack. You want what you cannot have, and getting it often destroys the illusion. Positive psychology, like Barbara Fredrickson's work, shows that healthy relationships thrive on realistic connection, not idealized fantasies. Your brain's stress response, as Andrew Huberman's research suggests, spikes when expectations clash with reality, fueling anxiety in love. In Hindu mythology, Sita's idealized love for Rama in the Ramayana is tested by trials, revealing that true connection requires embracing imperfection, not chasing a flawless mirror. In modern life, you idealize a partner's traits, charm, success, only to feel let down when they reveal flaws. On social media, filtered images of relationships set impossible standards, leaving you dissatisfied with real partners. To build resilience, embrace a partner's imperfections as part of their humanity. Reflect on how your expectations create unrest, and focus on shared growth over chasing a fantasy that crumbles under scrutiny. You now see the trap of desire. It's a chase for a mirror to complete you, an insatiable cycle of longing, a script shaped by the other, and a fragile illusion that shatters when faced with reality. But recognizing this is only the beginning. Lacan's insights offer a path to navigate desire with clarity, turning it from a trap into a tool for self-discovery. The first step is to recognize your lack without seeking to fill it with a partner. Lacan taught that the void within is universal, not a flaw to be fixed, but a truth to accept. Carl Rogers' person-centered therapy aligns here, emphasizing self-acceptance as the foundation for healthy relationships. Neuroscience, like Richard Davidson's mindfulness studies, shows that acknowledging emotions reduces their grip, calming the brain's reward-seeking loops. In the 20th century, Simone de Beauvoir lived this, embracing her existential lack in her partnership with Sartre, focusing on mutual freedom rather than completion. In your life, accept that no partner can erase your inner void. Use dating as a way to learn about yourself, not to find yourself. On social media, stop seeking validation through likes or matches and reflect on what your desires reveal about your needs. Meditate on your sense of lack, ask what it teaches you about yourself, and pursue personal goals that fulfill you independently of a partner. Next, redirect desire toward connection, not possession. Lacan saw true desire as dynamic, thriving in the space between self and other, not in owning them. John Gottman's research on relationships shows that lasting bonds are built on mutual curiosity, not control. Neuroscience, like Helen Fisher's work, suggests that sustainable love activates trust circuits, not just dopamine-driven craving. In Greek mythology, Orpheus and Eurydice's tragedy stems from his attempt to possess her, looking back and losing her to Hades. His desire needed to embrace her autonomy, not capture her. In relationships, focus on shared experiences, like deep conversations or joint adventures, over idealizing a partner as yours. On social media, engage with others' content authentically, not as a means to boost your image. Cultivate curiosity about a partner's inner world. Share your own without expecting them to mirror you. And let desire flow from connection, not conquest. You must also redefine desire on your own terms, breaking free from the other's script. Lacan argued that true freedom comes from questioning the desires society imposes. Irvin Yalom's existential psychology shows that defining your own values reduces anxiety, aligning your desires with your truth. Jaak Panksepp's neuroscience research confirms that pursuing self-directed goals activates reward circuits, fostering fulfillment. In the 20th century, Frida Kahlo redefined desire, rejecting traditional roles to love Diego Rivera on her terms, her art reflecting a passion unbound by societal norms. In your life, choose partners based on values you define, like creativity or kindness, over media-driven ideals of success or beauty. On social media, create content that reflects your unique desires, not what's trending. Write 3 values that guide your relationships, seek partners who share them, and challenge societal expectations that don't resonate with your soul. Finally, embrace the imperfection of desire, accepting that it will never fully satisfy. Lacan's objet petite is unattainable by design, but this lack drives growth, not despair. Martin Seligman's positive psychology shows that meaning comes from embracing life's tensions, while Norman Doidge's neuroplasticity research confirms that adapting to unmet desires rewires the brain for resilience. In Egyptian mythology, Isis loves Osiris not by restoring his old form, but by embracing his transformation into the underworld god. Accepting desire's limits. In relationships, cherish a partner's flaws as part of their humanity, not as failures to complete you. On social media, share your imperfections to inspire others, not to seek validation. Reflect on how unfulfilled desire fuels your growth. Act on it through creative or personal projects, and see its restlessness as a spark for self-discovery, not a void to fill. You now hold Lacan's map to rethink desire. It's a chase for a mirror, as Dante learned with Beatrice, an insatiable cycle, as Narcissus suffered, a script of the other, as Elizabeth Bennet navigated, and a fragile illusion, as Sita and Rama endured. Through Lacan's tactics, you can recognize your lack, like de Beauvoir's existential freedom. Redirect desire to connection, like Orpheus could have. Redefine it on your terms, like Frida's passion, and embrace its imperfection, like Isis's love. These 8 principles form a system, a diagnosis of desire's traps, and a path to wield it with clarity. But a warning, this knowledge is a sharp tool. It can illuminate or wound if misused. Use it to face your desires, forge meaning, and live with intention. True self-discovery lies not in finding a partner to mirror you, but in embracing the lack that drives you forward. In the comments, share which of these principles feels hardest to apply and why. If this journey through desire resonates, subscribe to keep exploring the psyche's mysteries. And if this wisdom sparks something in you, your like signals it must reach more hearts.